The Trump administration has launched a sweeping overhaul of the federal teen pregnancy program, slashing grants that support evidence-based sexual education and reshaping the curriculum to focus on marriage and abstinence. A few weeks ago, Rena Dixon, the director of Fact Forward in South Carolina, received a letter that abruptly terminated her organization's $1.6 million grant from a $100 million national initiative. The letter alleged that the program's content encourages or normalizes sexual activity with minors, calling it out for supposedly including lessons about making condom use more pleasurable, normalizing pornography, and a video depicting teens engaging in sexual activity. Dixon said none of those lessons were part of her curriculum. The video she referenced, according to her, was simply a teen telling another that she's done it and the friend replying, "That's a big no-no," but the administration's letter accused the organization of providing this material. This isn't an isolated incident. The campaign to defund or overhaul the teen pregnancy program began during the first Trump administration, and a 2018 court ruling blocked those initial efforts. More recently, the administration has taken a sharper legal approach. Last month it abruptly canceled 53 out of the 67 grants that had been awarded. The government is now tightening the criteria, a likely move to gain firmer legal footing. The Quinsold program was originally designed to give federal agencies like the Department of Health and Human Services the option of providing grants to intermediary nonprofit organizations that already had effective, age-appropriate sexual education curricula. These curricula had to come from a list that the federal government approved, a list that was shown in a rigorous review to be evidence-based and suitable for teens. In Texas, for example, Healthy Futures of Texas received a renewal less than a year ago, following a careful federal review of their materials. Yet now the same material is being cited as the reason for termination, leaving those nonprofits scrambling without an opportunity to respond. Now, dozens of grant recipients face an existential dilemma: submit the new applications due this week under the administration's revised rules, or stay silent and risk losing their funding altogether. The new guidelines require that programs teach abstinence as the sole method to prevent teen pregnancy, insist that courses stress the importance of marriage and procreation, and instruct students on safeguarding fertility. They provide scant reference to preventing sexually transmitted infections, and virtually none way to talk openly about lesbian, gay, or transgender sexuality. The Department of Health and Human Services has declined to comment on the new requirements or the ongoing litigation. The administration's approach is effectively a retooling of the program to push a single-point prevention strategy and sidestep subjects globals that the original federal guideline libraries had covered. With this restructuring, organizations that have invested years in running comprehensive sexual education programs are suddenly faced with the stark choice of either sabotage or compliance. Thank you for listening. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you next time.